Hey y'all, I'm Janet Pleasantly Scattered, and it is time to fill in what we've got for the week of August 17th through 23rd. So let's pull this off the discs and get started. It is Monday, so it does tend to be a little bit of a longer one because we're setting up all the things. So I've got my S note pulled. I've got my decorative pieces pulled. Apparently my guides are off because I've moved it a few times. So let's see if we're within frame. Yeah. And I've got my mini on the go ready with some notes. So let's get started. All right, let's pop in here with my G27, and then I've got my G25, my S note, okay, that took way too much thought. What's going on this week? Anything exciting? I did take my vitamins this morning, so I can go ahead and check that off. This is for basketball. So I'm going to write in, you know what? We're gonna move this. Y'all know I gotta tilt it so I can write. Let's bring in just a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, so Monday through Thursday, let's go with the finer one there. He has practice until 5 p.m. And I'm glad I didn't white out the lines underneath because it is helping as a guide. Friday, he has practice till 5:45. And then Sunday, he has practice from 2 to 4. Okay, so I can throw that sticky note away. The next thing is on the 18th. We have practice at 5:30, so I'm just going to write in 5:30. And then that is also my cousin Riri's birthday, not to be confused with Riri and Coco from the show. So I'm just going to write in Riri right here. Oh, there's a sticker behind it. Made my R funky. All right. The 19th is Mama's birthday. So we're going to bring this down. The 20th is payday, credit card, cable and internet, and electric. So I'm going to go in with these. Oh, there was some nastiness on that. We're going to go down here and use this one because that's ugly. Maybe, just maybe I can fix that. Well, that was not planned. Let's see. I know it doesn't go over well on whiteout, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. I need to clean this, apparently. I was not aware of. Well, that's not a whole lot better, but we're going to go with it. See if I can clean this off. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. The 21st is Coach. Hubby is working. The 22nd is a boat tie-up with a group. At Lake Allatoona. We all meet up in a pre-designated cove and tie up our boats and hang out. All right. Here is trash night. I'm going to see if I can just color in. Okay. This is 3:15. And this is 9 p.m. We're going to do Real Talk. I like to catch their podcast. Real Plans. All right. That's all of that. Now, let's take a look at my to-dos. All right. Yeah, we're in there pretty good. All right, today is grocery day. Today's going to be busy because I've got to go to the groceries, do my grocery runs. I'm going to move it down because I need to do Aldi, Publix, and one other store. Okay, then I'll come back and put all that away. And I need to, okay, this week at some point, I need to work on my cricket. I need to make some numbers for the ball field. So cricket numbers for fields 1 through 9 for the equipment that stays in each dugout because they keep disappearing. I need to get to Dollar Tree at some point this week to get some brooms for the field. This week, I need to try to book the kids' senior photos. Check on subbing again. And then check on ACT and SAT dates. Okay. Today, I also need to make sure that I pick up the little guy because his bus is not going to be there this afternoon. He's going to be a second load. So I need to make sure I do that. And then after that, we need to go to a construction supply to pick up drywall. It's going to be a busy day. And I also need to tend to the dishes today. And I also wanted to film today, so at some point I need to try to get that done. And if I get all this done, my reward will be to read. All right, we got practice, birthday, those bills. I want to remind myself that there is a midweek check-in I like to catch on YouTube. I'm going to put, I'll just leave it like that. I know it's on YouTube. Coach, tie up, trash, practice, podcast. Okay. So that's where we are for the week. Now I did pull some things to try to fill in other areas as I go. Do I go in with this enjoy the journey up here? Kind of like that. Is that straight-ish? Okay. And then I'll wait on these. Tuesday is typically my tidy day, but I'll wait on these until we get throughout the week. I do have my TGIF, which I could pop in, but I'm going to wait and see what all I write in there. All right, I think that's going to get us started. Like I said, this one's Monday's usually a long one. Make sure I'm in frame, move it up just a little bit. I will try to work on my frame guides again. And I will pop in tomorrow and let you know how things go. Okay, it is Tuesday, so let's go through yesterday and see what we did. Took my vitamins and we worked out. And somehow I have pulled a muscle in my shoulder. I felt it during the workout, but ooh, after my busy day yesterday, I really feel it. Let's see. Have not done my cricket stuff. Did not go to Dollar Tree yet. I need to book his senior pictures, but I did contact about subbing. I'm waiting on one reference to finish up. I may reach out to her today if I don't see that email. We did find out the dates for SAT and ACT, so I do need to set that up, get him registered. Let's see, I've got sub application. I need to get the physicals notarized. I need to upload those, but I need to also ACT, SAT, registration. So I am going to pop in to, let's put that down for Wednesday, because I should have a less busy day on Wednesday. I need to get that stuff handled. So, because seeing it here is not, well, I have that. I need to handle sports physicals. And yeah, again, got to move this so I can actually write. I need to handle registration. And I've got my senior pics over there. And I am going to go ahead, it's going to be marking it off twice, but I need to make this part of my to-do list for Wednesday. I've got to get this stuff done. I did not read yesterday, but I did handle the dishes. I did get to film yesterday beyond just my after the pen. I did do the grocery runs and put them away, and then left to pick up the kiddos. We did go by the construction supply, which means that we hung some drywall. Which means I am so very sore today. All right, I have taken my vitamins for today. Let's see here. This afternoon, we are going to scrimmage, and that has been changed to 6:30. So I'm going to see if I can turn this into a 6. Close enough. And I'm going to pop in that we're going to scrimmage. Let's take a look at my notes here. Okay, I've got all that written in. I did write in that we hung drywall. I may pop in so sore up there. Or maybe I'll pop in so sore up here because it's this morning I feel it. I do need to do my Tuesday tidy. So I am going to pop in this chores sticker. And maybe I'll write Tuesday tidy with this. And I'm going to run into that hat. But that's okay. All right. So I definitely need to get onto that. I've got to, what else do I have? I want to film a plan with me for next week. So if I get all my chores done in time, because I also need to pick up the kids so that we can be home in time to eat and everything before the scrimmage from school. I pick up my neighbor also. which means I need to leave here by about 10 till 3. So yeah, I gotta get things done. I also want to get to a Sign Up Genius for our baseball schedule. For post-game hydration. And I need to also text Riri today, my cousin Rhea. It's her birthday. So I think that's going to be it for my to-dos today. It's going to be interesting to see if I can get it all done. I could pop in a Radiate Positivity sticker here, but I already have this quote here. I think I am going to write so sore, or shoulder is sore. Okay. All right. I think that's all I've got for today. I have room here. I could pop in a quote, but I want to leave this blank in case there's something else I want to come back with tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be less busy so I can tend to these to-dos and do another film. All right, I think that's where I'm going to leave us. That's all I have on the list. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave you here and I'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great day. All right, y'all. It's Wednesday and I have been printing stickers so that I can just pop them in random places. So I've been fussy cutting. Anybody else find it relaxing to fussy cut? I love it. I love it. So let's pull some things off here. Yeah, we're on Wednesday. Let's see what all happened yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. I did get my workout in. I have taken my vitamins today, so I'm gonna go ahead and write that down or check that off. I did do my Tuesday tidy. I did get to film. I did pick up the boys. I have not done the Sign Up Genius yet, so I do need to do that. My shoulder is starting to feel a little bit better. Let's pull this off and fill in. So I realize I have been kind of guarded, and I have no idea why, about personal things like the boys' names. And why? Does it really matter if you know what their names are? Yes, I abbreviate in here just out of habit. It's become a thing because of space, because I've always had the smaller one, and I don't know. Anyway, M is my youngest. That's Mark. He's 13. He is a St. Patrick's Day baby. And Mark had a really rough day yesterday. So I'm going to write about that because poor kid, like he came out relentless, and he, kids are so resilient, but I'm going to write about his rough day. He was at school yesterday and took a rogue pencil to the eyeball, not just the lid. Apparently there was some consequences in place for the kid that did it. It must have been malicious. Kids are kids. They're going to do things, especially middle school kids. And the poor teacher was so apologetic. And she's like, I can't turn my back for 2 seconds. I was like, girl, I taught second grade. I get it. But, you know, no harm, no foul. It was not a major incident. We were a little concerned that it might have scratched the eyeball. It did slightly scratch it, but I think it's healed itself because he hasn't complained about it since yesterday before the scrimmage. So let's write a little bit about that. Mark had a rough day. And when I'm lettering, yes, I get quiet. And I'm just going to write rogue pencil to the eyeball. I may do something about like that and then put a bullet point, because then at the scrimmage, he had something else happen. So rogue, R-O-G-U-E, right? Well, hopefully that's how I wrote it. My oldest, we call him DW, stands for Dominic Wesley. My husband's name is Dominic also, but he is not a junior. My husband's Dominic Michael. And so we didn't want to have two Doms running around the house. Well, now that he's a senior, some of his friends call him Dom or just D. And I write D in here, and we've called him D for a long time. So that's my kids and my husband. I don't know why I tell you my first name. Why shouldn't I tell you theirs, right? I don't know. And part of it may be me just trying to get comfortable with this. I've been doing this a month and a half now. Well, not decorative planning, but filming. And I'm starting to get more comfortable. My voice sounds weird, doesn't it? Excuse me. Wow. I don't get it. Oh, probably from the yelling from the scrimmage last night. Maybe. Okay, so yeah, we had the scrimmage. It went really well. It was the first practice that we have had almost the whole team there. We had one that wasn't able to make it, but he's made it to other practices. Bless him. He had oral surgery, so he couldn't come to the scrimmage. He was so bummed, but he needed to heal. So yeah, Mark took a rogue pencil to the eyeball at school. I'm going to write at school. And then at the scrimmage, he took a ball to the ear while at bat. Luckily, he did have his helmet on, but he tried to duck out of the way, and it just nailed him right in the side. Luckily, the helmet has that piece that comes around the jawline, but his ear was still ringing, so we're going to put pitch to the ear. At bat. Poor kid. And then here, I'm going to use my yellow and just write yikes. But yeah, he, like I said, resilient, but oof. I kind of want to do something around that. All right. That way it just kind of separates from my shoulder hurting. And okay. But yeah, the scrimmage went so well. And I mean, these boys are so sweet and listen and are so polite. This has been a great start to this season. So today I do need to work on making sure that their sports physicals are final. I'm not going to go get them notarized today, but I am going to make sure I have everything in, make sure I have a program that I'm able to scan them, make sure I have the login to be able to scan them into the system. I'm going to follow up on process for registration for that, and I've got to look into his senior pictures. On top of that, now I think I do still need to text Mama, but she is a 2-hour time difference, and it's currently 8:30 here, and I don't want to bug her at 6:30 in the morning if she's actually getting to sleep in. So, to add to this, I do need to tend to the dishwasher. Shocker. And I am thinking I will start with his senior pictures and looking into this other stuff heavier later in the day. I need my brain to wake up still. Like I said, I have had my caffeine. I've taken my vitamins. I'm still working on my peptide shake. So, I did laundry yesterday as part of my chores, so that seems to be caught up. So I think that's about it. I'm going to work on fussy cutting these stickers so that I have, so my thinking was with these stickers was to randomly be able to just pull the bag if I needed a pink spot, then I can just pop one in. Anyway, I don't know. I love to fussy cut, and I was thinking as fillers every now and then, I thought that would be great. But I do need to film today. I need to do my last classic size social media planner page. I have a vertical already printed, and I think I'm going to try doing that primarily functional. I have some ideas in mind. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to try that layout for my social media tracking. So y'all let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing different layouts. I don't mind doing random spreads because I can use them. Like I said, I've been using a horizontal for my for when I do start working. I did get the final reference in, so I hope to be getting an email soon about when I can start the subbing class. Like, I really need to take a class on how to sub. I've taught for 11 and a half, 12 years, something like that. I don't even know. I started subbing in March of 2015, and I got my first full-time in July of 2015. So I guess that's 11 complete years. But yeah. So I do need to film my social media, but I have been mapping out and completing spreads for when I do start subbing. I can go ahead and pull those if you haven't seen those. I need to turn this air conditioner up too because I'm freezing. Yes, we're in a heat wave, and as one of my viewers commented, I did fix it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show that. Legato Girl, I think. Anyway, it's on the back of this. I couldn't figure out what to fill in here. I just put heat something. And so she commented, she's like, well, you made the comment about you wearing hoodies and stuff in the house because you're freezing to death even though it's very hot. So I did. I put very hot. Thank goodness for great AC. So thanks so much for that comment. I liked that so much better than what I had in here. I just took white out and a piece of sticker paper scrap and covered it up and then put that in. I liked that a lot better. So see, y'all give me comments of ideas and I can go back and fix it, and I love it so much better. So definitely give me those comments. But yeah, here is one horizontal spread. I know it's coming out longer than it should have, but I'm making these for as I start the process of my subbing. Like, I'll put the date of whatever my class is and things that I learn from it, to-dos that I need to accomplish before I start subbing, whatever it is. I can put in the date of where I'm going to be subbing at, or what my first day of subbing is, where I'm going to do it, who it's for, little notes about each place, so that, who knows, I may decide I like high school much better than teaching early childhood. So if that means I go back and take a few classes and get certified to teach high school. Maybe I'll go back and teach high school. I don't know. But this is going to help guide me through my journey. The goal was, my husband wanted me originally to just work part-time. So with me subbing, I have that freedom to do that. I'm going to pick up a little bit of slack for the first couple of months to just pop into savings a little bit more. But yeah, so I've been doing these spreads for that, but I'm not opposed to doing other spreads. I do have a dashboard printed already. I could do one of those. But if there's something I want to see, pop in the comments, let me know. I like to play with my stickers and markers and scrapbook paper. So, you know, I'm here for it. So let's pop this back on. And I will leave you so that I can come back in tomorrow and fill you out. And yeah, here's a picture. Mother's Day, quite a few years ago, because that is my oldest back when he was little. He was photobombing us. So, okay, that's it. I'll see y'all back tomorrow, and have a great day. Good morning, y'all. It's Thursday. Let's take a look and see what little we accomplished yesterday. So, we did not have an organized workout. We hung drywall, and I'm going to count that because holy moly, that crap is heavy. I have taken my vitamins today, so I'm going to go ahead and check that off. Let's see. Make sure I'm good in frame. All right. So I've started the scan process as far as looking into what I have options available to scan that. The kid got home late while we were hanging drywall, so we did not get his ACT, SAT registered. However, we did have the discussion, and we've settled upon a date. So he and I are going to sit down today. I need to show him how to do this. I did schedule his senior pictures. I'm going to drop in a note here. October 22nd. I cannot believe we're already doing senior pictures, y'all. This is unreal. I feel like he was just a baby yesterday. Handled the dishwasher, and I did film. So I have some quotes here that I'm going to pop in. Let's see. I have a quote here, but I thought I would do a bolder, like this one, Make a Wish Upon a Starfish right here. And that's just a hand-lettered quote, obviously. It's not the prettiest, but I thought it was cute. I did call Mama for her birthday. I don't think the rest of the family did. I gotta check on that. So let's think of something to put in there. I don't want it to be too big. I wonder if I do something like a little... I could do that. Or that puts a lot right there. What if I do the little shell action, like a cluster of shells? I like the sandcastle, but that puts a lot right there. There's that other flower I was looking for. Let's see. Do I just put the bird in there? I've wanted the bird in somewhere. I think we're gonna do the bird. I've been wanting him in this spread to put him off to, we're filling in space and he fits right in there. Okay, we're doing the bird. Can't stand it, he's too cute. And I needed that space to fill in, so yeah. Let's see, and then we'll start popping in for what our plans are for today. I did a lot of fussy cutting yesterday. It was very relaxing. And I'm building my filler stickers. Stinking cute. All right. Cute. So I need to do the Sign Up Genius today for our baseball schedule for post-hydration snacks. Let's see here. It is payday. I have paid the Amex. I have paid the electric bill. Spectrum is an auto draw, so I'm waiting on that to pull. I'm not going to write these over again. I have made myself a sticky note to remember to do it. Live in the sunshine. Oh man, I should have done, well, no, that would have put that next to that. I just don't want this right next to that. Maybe I'll cover this up because I don't think we're going to get to do it. And put it in there. Or maybe I'm going to have to save it because I don't know what's going to happen there yet. Oh, that ran away. We're just going to pop that in that box because I don't think I'm going to need it. All right, let's build our to-do list for today. I do need to tend to the eggs. I'm going to move this to the side and tilt this so I can write. I do need to film. Not sure exactly what. I may film a couple of things and try to get ahead. And I need to tend to the Sign Up Genius and finish looking up the sports registration, which is already on my to-do list in here. So I think that's really about it for today. I've got the midweek check-in this evening. If I don't hear back on subbing, I need to check up on that tomorrow. I'm just going to pop that in up here. And if she contacts me today, great. I can go ahead and check it off. But apparently, all of my references have done their job, so I need to find out what else I need to do so I can get started. That's really about it. Okay, I am caught up on chores. So I've got some social media stuff I need to do today. All right, I think that's it. I will pop back in tomorrow and see how our progress went. Good morning. It is Friday. So let's see here. I did prep the scan for the sports physicals, so I now know how to scan them in with my printer. I talked to the kid about registration. He's going to handle that. I did handle the eggs. I did film. That did clear out. I'm waiting on the thing for subbing. My kid has work here. Do I want to put a box in for it or just let it go? Let's see. Or just write it in. Or maybe I put a box over this because that's not happening. I can find a canceled sticker for that. I think I'm just going to write in that he has work. But I need something down here to fill that in. I feel like I had a pretty productive day yesterday. I filmed a couple of videos. maybe. I could fill that in with that. And got some more fussy cutting done. I'm thinking about going live while I prep my stuff for September. Let's pop this in. Oh, pin on the floor. Okay. So this is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to write that in here. Yep, that's the, there we go. Pen was not wanting to cooperate with me this morning. Okay, notice it went slanted because did I pull it off the discs? No, I did not. So, and this is where I keep the stickers that I used and keep them out so that I can fill in spaces. And this is pretty. There we go. And I did attend this live. Fun, fun. What else did I get done yesterday? Film, scanning for the sports physicals. I did that. Talked about that. Tended to dishes yet again. That's becoming a daily thing. So I'm going to follow up on this later this afternoon if there's nothing there. I do need to film something or go live. I'll just put content. I do need to work on that. That is an ugly, ugly circle. Now that's bigger and darker, but I am going to work on content today. Whether I film or go live, setting that up. Oh, we did work out yesterday. We also picked up stall mats for the gym, and he's gonna check on getting some more today. They were on sale. So we grabbed 6, and they had some that were damaged, and he's going back to check on getting those because we're going to have to cut some to fit everything in. I have taken my vitamins this morning. I do need to do the Cricut thing. Ugh. It's just, I don't know. It's difficult to work with. I will probably do Dollar Tree on Monday. What else do I need to check in? Oh, I gotta do the Sign Up Genius today too. Yuck. Okay. I got a text coach. I can pop in this little TGIF. Yay for sunshine. Enjoy the sunshine. I feel like it's forced. I pulled it in case, but there's already this big quote here. So let's pop in this TGIF. We're supposed to have steak tonight. And I think I'm just going to pop it in right there in the center. There we go. In a summer state of mind. I wanted that somewhere. I lettered that just for this, and now I feel like with this, it's pretty much the only quote that's really needed over here. It's so big. Oh, I was going to look for that canceled sticker. We're not going to go do that after all. I'm sitting here holding these. All right, canceled. Some more hand lettered stickers. Let's see, was it mama or student that had canceled? Let's check mom. Which is where I pulled that me time from, which lately I've had a lot of me time. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Where in the world is it? I do have one that I've hand lettered, I believe, so I can pull that, but maybe it's in here. I combined what was left of my teacher books with this book. See? Well, I could have swore there was some canceled stickers in here. Okay, well, I've hand lettered some, which is probably best anyway because it's going to cover up most of that. Rescheduled, canceled. Oh, I didn't hand letter that one. That looks good. Now what have I done with my... They're sitting right in front of me. All right, that's covered up. And that's really about it for today. I'm gonna play and do some content stuff and filming or go live, and it's the end of the week, so there's not as much going on. Okay, well, I will write in more tomorrow, I suppose. Have a great day. All right, it's Saturday morning, and I did go ahead and write in a few things for yesterday. I will follow up next week on subbing. I did not get anything back from her yet. I did work on content. I went live. I did some September prep. I also did some fussy cutting. Let's see here. Made some notes. We worked in the basement. We have got the drywall up. The holes are patched, or the screws are patched. So we're doing mudding and sanding. And I scrubbed down the fridge because we're prepping it to paint. And or not fridge, freezer actually, but whatever. I know what that means. And we're moving it to a different room. And then last night, so I think I've mentioned that we eat very, very clean. Well, we did not last night, and we're regretting it today because we feel it. Blech. Anytime we do late night snacking, and yes, sorry, I hit the camera again. We call it secret whatever. It's usually pizza. Well, we did have secret pizza. And we regret it. We are feeling so bloated and nasty. right in with this one. Blech. We are feeling it. Glad we decided not to go to this because it is gray and dreary and nasty. I did take my vitamins this morning, worked out yesterday. So I've decided, because I miss writing and doodling, so there will be some things filled in throughout the day just because I love to use my planners. And my on the go, it just feels weird to be pulling it out all the time, writing in it. But since I went live, I have scheduled it to go out on Sunday. I do want to film something today. I found cute. They're a little blurry because the image looked clearer on my screen. I've got to do some work with them, but they're really big and really cute, and I think I'm going to use them. I think it's still going to make for a cute spread. So I've got a big dashboard layout that I'm going to use, and I'm going to pop it into my work planner and use it at some point. Fairies. All right, and that'll go up sometime next week. I also want to film my Filofax, just a walkthrough, and I'll schedule it for sometime next week. So, yeah, getting some filming done. Help with the hubby in the basement where he needs it when he's ready for me. Anything else I can check off here? Oh, I did get the post-hydration done. I will take the sports physicals next week. I need to go through and make notes of what all these mean and go ahead and fill out my plans for social media next week. So that's going to be on my agenda. So let's write down, I'm going to write down that it's dreary today. And I've got a couple of things I want to film. I need to tend to the kitchen and laundry. Make sure the hubby's work clothes are ready for the week. All right, I think that'll do us for today. I will pop back in tomorrow and get this all merged together, and we'll be ready. Y'all have a great day. All right, we have made it to Sunday. Sunday. Why did I do that? Okay, yesterday, we took a rest day yesterday. Oh, I did take my vitamins this morning, and today is baseball, so that is going to be our workout. I'm going to handle Dollar Tree tomorrow with my errands. Let me know in the comments if you like After the Pens, because if you do like them, I'll keep doing them. If not, why am I doing them? Let me know which videos you like, because I want to keep doing things that you enjoy. Yeah. All right. He had work. We canceled that, which it ended up being a very dreary morning. It cleared up later in the day, but the hubby got things done in the basement. I did film a couple of videos for backstocking. Handled kitchen dishes, handled laundry, got my husband's clothes all ready for the week. And I did fussy cut some more stickers, prepped things for, yeah. So I'm gonna put content prep here because I did do that as well. Thinking interrupts the talking. All right, we do need to handle the trash, which means we also need to handle the freezer today. And I wrote fridge here, was really freezer, but you know. But we need to go through the freezer and get rid of some stuff for the trash. I'm going to do some more filming. I'm trying to get ahead because ideally, I would like to get a jump on my videos and get them saved and scheduled so that I can start working. What have I got that I can pop in? We do have practice today, but I'm not going to put in a today. I have a radiate positivity in a summer state of mind. Could I put that up here maybe? Let's do it up here. Just because I want to use it. I made it. I want to use it. Am I in frame with that? Yeah, you can see that. I hand lettered that. That was fun. Let the sea set you free. I don't think I'm going to need those. I need something there. So let's see what we got that we could pop in there. No, that's right next to that. I've been wanting to use this dang sandcastle. Do I just put it in? Do I finally just pop it in? Just use it. It's been driving me crazy. It's so stinking cute. But there are those. Nah, let's do the sandcastle. I've been wanting to use it. Let's use it. All right. And then I will merge these videos and get them popped in and uploaded and scheduled for you tomorrow. Oof, my hair is everywhere. Oh, we did get to talk to Bill and April last night. Our best friends live in California. And with the time difference, it makes it very difficult for us. So on the weekends, we do try to check in. So I want to somewhere, is there room right there? We'll make it happen. So we FaceTimed. With Bill and April. It was good to catch up. And they travel a lot for work, so it makes it difficult also. So we try to catch up when we can. I texted, it was like midnight here when I texted them and said, hey, you've been on our minds. I know you're busy, nearing bedtime. And they texted back and said, hey, Dad just left. You want to FaceTime? And we're like, okay, sure. It's midnight, but we'll FaceTime. So, and I am working on my electrolytes and peptides. So I think that's going to wrap us up for the week. So let me pull this aside. Let you take a look at the completed. Move my peptides all the way. And this thing is still so difficult. But there she is, all pretty and filled out. And it was very, it was pretty plain. But after the pin, it really fills in nicely. So thanks for sticking with me. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments about if you like after the pins, plan with me's, what videos do y'all like, so that I can make sure that I keep pushing that content out to you. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Excuse me, I'm froggy this morning. And let's grow those numbers. Let's get this show on the road. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.